Hey guys, welcome back to Donnybrook Gaming. It's your man Frankenstein, spelled incorrectly, of course. And we're here with some new content, the blind leading the blind. I'm just going to show you some places that I like to land where there's not as many people. And I mean, I like to take it a little bit slow. I can be pretty aggressive sometimes, but I like to take it a little bit slow, usually get looted up, and slowly kind of take some people out. Obviously, this isn't for high kills, but anyways, we're starting with Turbine. I love going to this building right where my head is right now. I go there and I always land on the roof. Now whether sometimes people land here with you, but I always land on the roof just because you're on top of them now. So if someone were to land here with me, no one did, you can aim down and you hit them from wherever you need to. I've never once landed up here and not got a gun. Obviously that can happen, I guess, but very rarely. So you end up coming up here, get a gun. If anyone is down there, just kind of take them out. You're above them. They usually don't know where you're coming from either. And right here, you can drop down on these white things. Just run at them, boom, and you're down really quick without getting hurt. So while I'm building my guns here, I want to talk about the kind of gun setups I like. Like, everyone's going to be different. I like taking it a bit slower, but like I said, I do become aggressive if someone is pinning me down or something like that. So what I usually go with is either a 5.56 assault rifle or a 7.62 assault rifle, and I like putting ACOG on it, grip, stock, all that stuff, to steady it up, and a suppressor. So I mean, you might think that's dumb, but and just say, oh hey, get a sniper rifle. Well, I'm not the best at aiming, so having that extra however many bullets in your clip, like what I guess the normal clip of an assault rifle is 30, it really helps me out. Obviously it's not as strong as some of the sniper rifles, but I find that I can't end up getting the kill. So I usually set up a assault rifle with like ACOG suppressor, stuff like that. So after you drop on the roof there, just to cut myself off, you go up to these buildings, and there's a bunch of buildings out there. It's really handy. So I'm just showing you here that all of these buildings have these glass roofs on them. And I heard someone in here, so this is really handy to flank someone. So I heard him in here, so I ended up going to the roof. Luckily I had a grappling gun, so if you don't have a grappling gun, it's kind of an issue. But I ended up getting on top of the guy and getting the kill because he doesn't know where I am. So I hear him there, open the bag, done. So always think of these things when you're gonna flank around people. Like, just the glass roofs in this area are awesome. You can really get ahead of people, just like that. So that's Turbine. So another place I like to drop a lot is here on Estates. Now I usually like to drop at the far right side of the compound there. I don't know if that's north or whatever, right? It looks like I'm headed east. So anyways, I like to drop on this right side. You'll see here. Now Estates was a map in one of the past Call of Duty, so I know it decently well. And not a lot of people drop here. I think some people do in this time around, but you end up quickly getting a gun. Every time you land, grab a gun really quickly, get slightly looted, and check the skies. See if anyone else has landed with you, and just go on the offensive. Like, I know I like to take it slow here, but this is a good way to clear out an area for yourself, and you can loot it yourself. Now I get lucky here. The shooting distracts this guy. He didn't see me, but you end up taking out some guys, and you can get their loot. Like, I just took that guy's loot. So once you clear those buildings out there, just those two, I usually end up piecing out because the circle will move, and I go over here to there's some cabins in the middle of the woods here. I sped it up for you because I was just taking my time looking around. This is what I mean by play it slow. I kind of just stay far away from places. But here's a prime example of I'm getting shot at here. I got hurt, and I'm getting pinned down. So instead of trying to retreat and end up just dying, I catch the guy off guard, and I kind of just rush him. He ends up being right here, and this is a really good technique to do. Like, if you just end up getting an SMG or some sort of automatic weapon, you can give yourself cover fire like this right here. Give himself cover fire, hit him once or whatever. He gets all panicky. He ends up throwing his Molotov. And I use a grenade to flush him out, so he's not hiding behind his tree there. So he's out there, and you end up kind of just pinning him down and rushing him, and he doesn't really know what to do. And I end up getting the kill just because he's caught off guard. He's just standing there. Another good tip is surround sound headphones. Now, depending on what console you're on, they can be more expensive. This is a good example of surround sound here. I hear the guy, I know the map, so I end up cutting him off and catching him off guard. Now he doesn't know what to do. So those are really good. So the third place I really like to drop is the farm. Now that arrow on the left there, that's usually where I drop. And those other two arrows on the right there, those are where helicopters spawn. So if you end up dropping here, you can get a helicopter and go wherever you want. It's really helpful. And that barn on the left there, no one ever seems to drop there. Obviously, every once in a while, someone is going to drop there with you. It's inevitable, but these places are usually places that not many people drop with me, and that's kind of why I like them. I can get looted up without running around, and I can kind of try to stay alive there. So now anyways, I'm dropping in on this this barn here, and I go to this gray one here right beside the firing range. Now I mean, you could try going in that top window there. I've had it where it hurts me, but I usually go right here. You don't have to open any doors, and there can be guns right there, like that one I'm right there. So you end up getting a gun, look around, see where the shots are coming from, and if you're not in any immediate danger, maybe just kind of try and loot up a little bit. Especially in this area, it's so big that there's no point in hunting people down in this one. So unless they're right in your immediate area, you know, you can take your time, get looted up. And I start with this this barn right here. Go outside, come back in, and you can go upstairs. There's guns up there as well, and there's some. If you stay up here a little bit, you can check out these windows and see where other people are going, where other people went, and you can start planning your move. Because if you want to go over there, I can't talk. If you want to go where everyone else landed, then you can peek out these windows, check out, drop out the window there. It does not hurt you, and finish your little circle here, get looted up, and go and attack them. So. There's a couple buildings around this one, and you just end up going in a little circle here, looting up, and yeah, you're good to go. So that's the last building there. Now, after I do this little loop here, I like to, you'll see here after I grab these few things, I head towards the firing range. But I don't go into the middle of the firing range, because I just find it to be a bit of a shit show in there, sorry, how will I say that? And I end up always skimming that blue building there. Like, I don't know if people get impatient or what, but they usually don't loot it. Someone has this time, but usually no one's looted it, and you can go get some good stuff. So I lucked out here. Someone had died here, and ended up getting that perfect build that I like with the assault rifle, suppressor, ACOG. You can see I was trying to build it there, but I ended up getting it out of this one guy's bag. So once again, I really like that just for the ammo and the clip, right? You can take more pot shots at people, and I end up getting the kill a lot more of the time when I can just kind of tap the trigger and take someone down. Now I also run an SMG along with my little sniper assault rifle thing there for those close quarter scenarios, and you can just melt people, so, and rushing people obviously. So but that's just what I like. If you like different guns, obviously, then do what you like. But this is kind of the setup that I've found gets me kills and keeps me alive longer. I only have a couple wins, so obviously this is why it's called blind leading the blind. I'm not some pro or anything like that, but these are some places maybe you'd like to drop, and if you're finding it hard to get kills and find places where you can pick up some good loot. So right here is another example, actually, sorry, where I just pull up my SMG and I kind of just rush him. The guy, I'm not sure what he was doing there. He didn't end up shooting me. He almost killed me, but you can get a lot of kills that way. If you're close enough and you know where the guy is, then just rush him. Have a little bit of confidence in yourself, and yeah, go up there. So after I skim the corner of that building there, I end up going to the right, and there's some cabins up there. I'll show it in a second here, but I end up going to those cabins a lot of the time and get more loot. Not many people go there either, so yeah, these are kind of some good things that I like to do to have a bit of a slower pace game. If you like faster, then do something else. So here's another example of good rushing things to do. I kind of I don't know why I even bothered shooting at the guy, but anyways, the guy doesn't know where I am, so I just end up running in here and getting the kill. Yes, I almost died, but the guy knew where I was after I shot anyway, so he ended up rushing in there and killing him. And here is a good example of why I like these things as sniper rifles, these assault rifles. kind of just keep hitting him over and over again, keep spraying, just tap the trigger, and you end up getting the kill. Now, he was getting shot at from someone else, but that's really handy. So, but anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. The blind leading the blind. If you did, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and if not, then keep up to date with the hate and subscribe anyways. Anyways, guys, peace out.